Hello dear friends, welcome to my channel Engineering All-in-One. In this video we will see MCQs on the topic law of demand. The topic is from the economics. Already few videos related to the economics have been uploaded on my channel. You can go and watch them. Now see MCQ related to the law of demand. First question here is, a desire backed by the ability and the willingness to pay for the commodity is called supply, demand, consumption and expenditure. The right option to this question is option number second, demand. Second question is, demand means desire for good money to satisfy a desire, relation between the quantity demanded and it is relation, or all of the above. The right option to this question is option number D, all of the above. Demand means the desire for the good money to satisfy a desired relation between the quantity demanded and its price. All the options are correct. Now see question number 3 here. Demand curve has upward slope, downward slope, parallel to x-axis or none. The right option to this question is option number second, downward slope. Now see here, demand curve on y-axis price is plotted, on another axis quantity demanded is plotted. The demand curve is like this. So demand curve has slope downward. Now see question number 4 here. The law of demand states that other things remaining the same, the lower the price of good, the options are the smaller will be the demand for the good, the larger will be the demand for good, both or none. The right option to this question is lower the price of good, larger will be the demand for the good. See here, demand curve. Initially the price was large, quantity was less. Then price reduces, quantity demanded increases. Then price reduces further, quantity demanded increases further. So as price increases, demand decreases. As price decreases, demand increases. Hope you have got this. Now see question number 5 here. The law of demand is applicable to dash goods, normal good, inferior, both or none. The right option to this question is option number 1, normal good. Now see question number 6 here. Law of demand fails in dash good, normal, inferior, both or none. The right option to this question is option number second, inferior good. In inferior goods, law of demand fails. See here question number 7. For the given good, as price increases, demand also increases, decreases, both or none. To answer this question, see here, demand curve for the given good, we saw the demand curve has downward slope, but in case of given good, it has the slope of rising. So as demand increases, you can see from here, as price increases, demand also increases. See here, as price increase, first was here P, then quantity demand was D1, then price increases, quantity D. Hope you have got this. As price increases, demand also increases. Now see question number 8 here. Goods whose price is proportional to the price are called Veblen goods, inferior goods, both or none. The right option to this question is option number first, Veblen goods. Now see question number 9 here. Those goods which can be substituted for each other are called substitute goods, complementary goods, both or none. The right option to this question is option number first, substitute goods. Those goods which can be substituted for each other are known as substitute goods. And this, if you have still a little doubt, the doubt will become clear in the coming example. See here, example of substitute good are tea and coffee, ball pen and ink pen. Ink and pen, both. The right option to this question is option number D, both. Both A and B are correct. Tea and coffee, ball pen and ink pen are substitute goods. If we do not have a ball pen, we can use ink pen. If there is ink pen and its price is more than the ball pen, we can use ball pen than ink pen. Similarly, if there is tea and coffee, both are present in the market and tea has more price, then we will use coffee. Similarly, if coffee has more price, these are known as the substitute goods. Now see here, but ink and pen is not the substitute good. See here, question number 11 is true statement about the complementary good is they complete the demand of each other. Example is pen and ink, car and petrol, both or none. The right option to this question is option number C, both. Complementary goods complete the demand of each other. Also, the example of complementary good is pen and ink, car and petrol. This is a pen, ink is inside it, and there is the usage of pen. refill will be used. So these are known as the, similarly, car and petrol, these are known as the complementary goods. In question number 12 is here, in case of inferior goods, income factor is positive, negative, 0 or none. In case of inferior goods, income factor is negative. See here, what does it mean? Negative income effect means as income increases, demand decreases, keeping other things constant. Now see here one more question. Question number 13 is here. Slope of the demand curve is negative, positive, parallel to y axis and parallel to x axis. X axis is here, y axis here. Parallel to x means this, parallel to y axis means this. Positive or negative slope. We saw earlier the slope of demand curve. We saw the curve like this. It has a negative slope. Now see question number 14 here. Due to which of the following causes demand curve slope has downwards? Law of diminishing marginal utility, income effect, substitution effect, or ignorance. The correct option to this question is option number 1, law of diminishing marginal utility. And what is it? We will see here. First we will talk about the utility. What does it mean? Total satisfaction received from the consuming good or service. What will be the level of, what will be the total satisfaction a consumer gets while consuming a good or service? That is referred as the utility. And what is marginal utility? Satisfaction derived from a single unit is referred as marginal utility. And law of diminishing utility status, the law of diminishing marginal utility states that all else being equal, as consumption increases, the marginal utility derived from each additional unit declines. Example, we can take the example of when we have to quench the thirst. Initially, we need more amount of water to meet our satisfaction. As we then, if we use additional unit, then satisfaction decreases. Hope you have got this. If not, search for more examples on the Google. You will get clear on it. Now see question number 15. 15 is here. Demand schedule means that schedule which expresses the relation between price and quantity. Demanded price and quantity supplied is here first. Second is demanded income and quantity supplied, and income and demanded. The right option to this question is option number 2, price and quantity demanded. Now see here. Demand schedule, it is schedule. Price is on one and quantity demanded on another. 10, 30. This is referred as demand schedule. And see here what is in economics. Market demand schedule is the tabulation of the quantity of goods that all consume in the market while purchasing a given price. At given price, the corresponding, you can read these lines, and these all spoke at the nutshell. We can reach to a point that demand schedule is the tabulation arrangement between the price and the quantity demanded. Price and quantity demanded. Option number 2, price and quantity demanded. Now see question number 16 here. Question number 16 is given a paradox means negative slope of the demand curve, positive slope of the demand curve being parallel to x axis, and demand curve being parallel to y axis. The right option to this question is option number 1, option number 2, positive slope of the demand curve. We saw earlier the Giffords curve. So this is referred as Giffords paradox. Now see question number. See here this line. Given goods are highly inferior goods, showing a very negative income effect. This line should be remembered. Already I have made a video in which there are examples of the given goods, inferior goods. You can go and watch. With an increase in the income of the household, the percentage expenditure on the luxuries decrease, remain the same, increase, or all of these. The right option to this question is option number C, increases. As income increases, the percentage spent of income, the income percentage spent on the luxuries increases. Now see question number 19. If a good is demanded for producing some other good, it is a cause of derived demand, joint demand, composite demand, and none. The right option to this question is option number 1, derived demand. Now see example is rise in the demand of mobile phones and other mobile devices has led to the strong rise in the demand for lithium, because lithium is used in the batteries. Hope through this example you have got clear about the previous MCQ which we were discussing. Now see question number 20 here. Market equilibrium is related to demand and supply, demand and price, supply and production, and none. The right option to this question is option number 1. Market demand is referred to as is related to the demand and supply curve. If supply curve is this, demand curve is this is the market equilibrium. So demand करो supply करो. So market demand is related to the demand and supply करो. Now see 21, the question is dash demand is an aggregate of the purchase by all buyers, individual, market, or both, or none. The right option to this question is option number 2, market demand. Market demand is the aggregate of purchasing of all buyers. Now see question number 22 here. Individual demand is an aggregate of purchasing by dash buyer. All, one, both, or none. The right option to this question is option number 2, on. Now see question number 23 here. Assumption of the law of demand is R. No change in income, no change in size and composition of the population, no change in price of the relatable goods. The right option to this question is option number D. I have framed the option is in such a way such that while reading the MCQ also the concept will become clear, and also a revision will take place. No change. These are the if you can see the assumptions of laws of demand, these all are involved. Now see question number 24. One of the following is not the assumption of the law of demand, including previous 3 and including 3 here are the assumptions of the law of demand, except one here is the D, change in income. Change in income is not the assumption of the demand. Income should not change. That is the assumption of the law of demand. And other two are no change in the consumer's taste and preference, no expectations of price change in future, no change in the climatic conditions. All other three are no change in income, no change in size and composition of population, no change in the price of relatable goods. Now see question number 25 here. When demand for the goods and services exceeds their supply, the phenomena is referred as production scarcity, thirst, or expenditure. This condition is referred as scarcity when demand for goods and services exceeds their supply. Now see question number 27 here. Which one is the determinant of the demand? Price of commodity, price of related goods, income of the consumer. All of these all are determinant of demand. And other, including the previous 3 and including the 3 in this MCQ are the determinants of demand, and we have to remember them. Except one here in this MCQ, all are the determinant of demand. Taste and preference, future expectations, population, or drought. The right option to this question is option number D, drought is not the determinant of demand. Other 3 and previous 3 are the determinant of demand. And demand is, I guess, spelling DEMAND is the correct spelling. Now see question number 29. Factor constituting demand is desire, means to buy, willingness to use, those means to buy, all of these. The right option to this is option number D, all of these. All of these are the factors constituting the demand. And question number 30 is contraction in demand leads to upward movement along the demand curve, downward movement along the demand curve, left wise shift of the demand curve, right wise shift of the demand curve. The right option to this is upward movement along the demand curve. Upward movement along the demand curve. Suppose this is a demand curve. See here, first we will see here. This is the price, this is the quantity demand. Now first this was point, the price was this, the quantity was this. Now what happens? Price has increased. Now we have saw earlier that when price increases, demand decreases. So as price increases, price reached here and quantity will decrease. So this is referred as upward shift of demand curve. Upward shift of demand curve. So this was what? Contraction in demand, and this is also referred as upward movement of the demand curve is referred as contraction of the demand curve. This is what the MCQ is about. So option number first is correct option. Now see question number 31. When the price of commodity dash the quantity of the demand falls, it leads to the upward movement of the demand curve. When the commodity of the price rises, we have saw, if this is the demand curve, if this is the demand curve, first point was yes, and then plot was yes. Now as price increases, so price will be yes, point plotting on demand curve, then demand will fall, so demand will reach here, there will be upward movement of the demand curve. This is referred as shift, contraction of the demand curve. Now see here, downward movement of the demand curve, also called as the expansion of the demand. First you have to remember that downward movement is also referred as expansion of the demand. Also is due to rise in price, fall in price, both are none. The right option is option number second, fall in price. Now see question number one more here is 32. The question, when the price of the commodity falls, the quantity demand rises, leads to the dash movement of the demand curve, downward movement of the demand curve. Suppose this is the demand curve, suppose this is a demand curve, and this was a first plot. Now price has fallen further, then plot will, then price has reached to P2, this was P1, then quantity will, demand will increase. This was Q1 and this point is Q2, so demand has reached here. This is referred as the shift, demand downward movement of demand curve. Now see question number 34. Exception to the law of demand is Giffen good, Veblen good, both are none. The right option to this question is option number C, both. Both are the exceptions to the law of demand. Question number 35 is, due to increase in demand, demand curve shifts towards right, left, both are none. The right option is see here. This was initial demand curve. This was the point corresponding the price, corresponding to the demand. Now price has reached to here. We will see here. This was the demand curve. First this was the point here. Now due to increase in demand, now demand has reached here. Suppose here. Demand shift, the shift curve will shift here. The demand curve will shift here. And this is referred as the right shift, rightward shift. Initially this was this and now this. And similarly, due to decrease in demand, there will be the leftward shift. There will be the leftward shift. This is what in the MCQ is. Demand curve has shifted towards the left, it means decrease in the demand. This is what I have cleared you. So these were the 36 MCQs. I have tried my best. Still, if you feel any kind of mistake, please comment. I will be sincerely thankful to you. If you still wish to add any additional point, you are free to comment. I will still be thankful to you. Also, I request you, if you have got some amount of information from my video, request is subscribe it. Do not ignore this message. Subscribe it. That is the best way to say thanks to me. Thanks, stay blessed.